In the noise of global headlines, one phrase cuts sharper than any other. Israel just attacked Iran. But beneath that explosive statement lies a deeper battlefield, the true war that transcends nations, borders, and headlines. This is the war for hearts and minds, for souls and eternal destinies. Today, you stand on the precipice of understanding something far greater. You are not just a spectator, you are a warrior in the most consequential conflict of all time. So, take your first step toward revelation. Subscribe now and embark on a journey that will illuminate your purpose. The air is electric with tension, and fear hangs heavy like smoke from distant bomb blasts. But what if I told you this shockwave isn't the real earthquake? What if I revealed that the tremors you feel inside your spirit are the echoes of ancient prophetic chords reverberating back into now? We are living in a time foretold long ago, an era when kingdoms clash not only in deserts, but within the soul of humanity itself. This war beckons you to awaken, to sharpen your spiritual vision, and to rise above the frenzy of earthly conflict. As the world gasps and debates, remember that the stage of choice is not confined to geopolitical chessboards. It extends to the unseen realm, to the corridors of prophecy, to the junction where divine purpose meets human decision. Each headline is a signpost pointing to a more substantial reality. With each missile launched in foreign skies, a more critical question emerges. What missile will you launch in your life? Will you strike conformity, fear, passivity? And will you stand firm in the promise of something greater than daily headlines? Pause and imagine this moment as the quiet before a cosmic storm. The air hums with potential. In that charged stillness, you sense something shifting, not just in Middle Eastern capitals, but within your very core. You feel the summons, a call to rise above the prevailing narrative, to pierce through the fog of sensationalism and tap into the current of timeless truth. Here, you become the hero of your own prophetic journey, not just a passive viewer of events unfolding on world news. Look around. In every corner of social media, you see commentary, speculation, fear. But behind each opinion lies a yearning for something unshakable, a voice that doesn't fluctuate with markets or elections, a message that transcends partisan divides and global alliances. That voice is calling you. It is calling us to stand not merely as observers, but as catalysts for awakening, to embody hope when darkness looms, to speak life when alarms ring, to anchor faith in the eye of the storm. And that calling begins now, with your decision to subscribe and join a movement that refuses to settle for surface-level commentary. The real war isn't fought with bombs or drones, it's fought in the soul. You may wonder, what can one person do against the missiling machinery of global conflict? Everything. One person with insight is worth 1,000,000 with mere noise. One heart aligned with divine purpose can alter the course of history. That's the promise of prophecy. It doesn't simply predict, it empowers. It doesn't resign us to watch history unfold. It issues marching orders, planting seeds of destiny in every willing heart. This is your season to sow. Every prophecy has two dimensions, the cosmic and the personal. The world watches the skies, scanning for drones and jets. But the Creator watches the mosaics of your motivations, the flicker of your belief, the willingness in your soul to rise above fear. You are not incidental, you are integral. This is your front line, Let the news flash. They depict physical skirmishes, but between your ears, in your essence, the real contest is unfolding. Will you take a stand or retreat? Will you choose awareness or apathy? This video is your clarion call. Notice the pattern. Every global upheaval echoes something ancient. Every clash of armies mirrors a conflict that began long ago, between light and darkness, hope and despair, truth and deceit. These aren't just historical metaphors. They are living realities shaping the world right now and shaping your inner world in parallel. The real war is the one inside your heart. Will fear or faith guide you? Cynicism or courage? As headlines scream of sirens, let your inner voice shout louder, I choose faith. You may feel small, tiny, like a grain of sand on an endless shore, but prophecy reminds us that God uses tiny seeds to birth mighty trees, humble lamps to shine across vast kingdoms. Your life is the soil in which potential becomes reality, transformed not by your own might, but by aligning with a power that transcends your limitations. This isn't motivational fluff, it's divinely engineered strategy. And when you make that choice, you join a chain of destiny that touches eternity. Imagine a chorus of voices united beneath the banner of prophecy, voices of everyday people across every nation, each rising in clarity and purpose. That chorus is building now, and it's being broadcast into the heavens, and every subscriber is another note in that symphony. It's not just watching, it's participating. With each video, each comment, each prayer, each act of courage, you add resonance to that chorus. We are co-authors of Prophecy in the Making, and history is listening. Yes, the world is watching the bombs, but we watch the horizon of hearts, and what we see there is opportunity, a window of awakening wide enough for you to walk through, to stride through. This is your moment. If ever there was a time to amplify your impacts, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, it is now. Don't let this moment slip. Subscribe now and take your first step toward discovering how prophecy shapes your life, how your life shapes the future, and why the real war is so intensely personal. Hold on to this truth. Prophecy is not locked in the past. It's not dusted over like an antiquarian's scroll. It's living, breathing, and active. It's working while you watch speeches and read analyses. It's at work in your mind, in your choices, in your fierce, unsilenced pursuit of truth. And in the clash of world powers, prophecy serves as your compass. It reveals which direction truly matters, and why turning toward it defines victory both now and eternally. You've heard prophecies before. They were grand, they were mysterious, they were distant. But this prophecy is intimate. It's personal. It whispers in your spirit. Rise, awake. Open your eyes to the war that matters most. This isn't about geopolitics alone. It's about aligning your spirit with a story older than time yet unfolding in real time. So, as missiles fly, choose to launch a missile of faith, hope, and clarity in your own life. Propel currents of peace in a world of panic. Your subscription isn't just a click. It is a declaration, a promise that you choose awareness over ignorance, engagement over apathy, destiny over drift. By subscribing now, you don't just observe, you activate. You declare, I will not be passive. I will be part of the awakening. I will seek truth. I will stand firm. You're not just pressing play. You're stepping onto the battlefield of prophecy, prepared to fight with truth as your weapon and faith as your shield. We are nearing the summit of your journey. The next 30 paragraphs will take you deeper, uncovering the spiritual architecture behind physical events, teaching you how to interpret world events through prophetic lenses, empowering your voice to shine in a darkened world. Every paragraph ahead is engineered to build your courage, sharpen your insight, and strengthen your resolve. Ready to proceed, say next, and let's ascend together.